So who the fuck is Carlee Russel? And how did she get kidnapped? Is the $1,000,000 question, right? Well, apparently she didn't. So she went missing on the 13th. She's 25, a nurse, and apparently she went missing on the Alabama highway. There was a phone call to police or government. I don't know, something with police or some shit, and you can hear it now.
I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hoover Med, like to get off by the Hoover Med.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Like towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
Obviously, social media picked it up, and a lot of people in Alabama around the area, they started searching as well for the person. For I think days straight, nothing came about, and then a few days later, I don't know how long exactly, came out that the whole thing was made up. I think the parents defended her actions, saying she was unstable or some shit, or she was, I don't know, she was on something. First of all, you're a nurse, so that when you're a nurse, you have to be stable. You can't say you're not stable and be a nurse. Otherwise, you would literally. I'm pretty sure there's ways where you can, like, if that really came about, right, they could take her nursing degree, because like you can't be a nurse and not be stable, because you're dealing with mental people, like not just mental, but like the whole thing. I don't know where, like, about America, but I know in where we live, Australia, is they do this thing where if you have any type of background in it, it's hard for you to get your nursing degree. The other thing, what was the point of lying? You went missing, like, wouldn't people just figure it out, and wouldn't the truth come out eventually? And the other thing, I think it was like 20% of the people that go missing in America are 20% black women. So your own people that actually go missing, statistically speaking, they actually go missing. You made a mockery out of it, and now it's like next time it actually happens. People, even if it happens to you or someone you know, people wouldn't necessarily like give a fuck, since they put taxpayers, people voluntarily went trying to, like, find out what's going on, and you made a mockery out of it, instead of, like, if it was real, fair enough. It clearly came out it wasn't. I think the statistics was like 100,000 black women went missing. Yeah, I don't know, it's fucked. The fact that you just come out, and then all that was just, it's a complete joke. The whole thing was just made up. And then the parents kind of just defend her. I think even her boyfriend, if I find the article, I'll put it. He said, "Stop sending hate or stop bullying her." Nah, bro. She needs to get bullied. She needs to get bullied, lose her license. She shouldn't be able to be anywhere near a hospital if she was unstable, because that's the only thing that she can use. I was unstable. Otherwise, I think even now she can get charged. Maybe not charged, but like I get a fine for what she done. But I just find it weird that your own people, the highest percentage when it comes to abductions and kidnap, and you're here making a mockery out of it, kinda like just a whole like. What was the point out of it, or what was the point of it? I actually don't know. Like, was it like I didn't get it. I just don't actually get that. But that's just something else that I kind of like don't get when it comes to media. People push it too far. If it was just like, I don't know, a prank or like just social media, like as a joke, and immediately she made it clear that was a joke, fair enough. But the fact that she called up, she waited until people were like, I don't know, searching for it. She made headlines, and then like after she realized that people actually were looking for her, then she's like, okay, cool. I think it wasn't even her, it was her lawyer that kind of made a statement saying, we apologize, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, she lied, basically, in legal terms. Obviously not that, but they made some bullshit up. Yeah, I do feel like she needs to get fired from wherever she works if she's a nurse, because if she was unstable, you shouldn't be anywhere near a hospital to begin with, and you need to get fined. Yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be hard, because like now, if it happens to her again, who the fuck is gonna believe what you say? It's like crying wolf. Next time around, even if it does happen, people wouldn't even, like, you know what I'm saying. And then the worst part, I saw this on a lot of articles, most people like commenting and stuff like that. There was women out there that actually were kidnapped around time, that actually could have helped, could have use the help. Instead, they directly like put this story in front of the media when it was just a hoax. The whole thing was just fake. Instead of like paying attention to other things, like they invested money, time, and effort into something that didn't is fuck. But I'm still waiting to see why like the whole thing happened. I read about it a bit, and from what I heard, unstable was it's like I don't know, a school shooter. Like they always use that thing where it's like, oh, medically ill or unstable or some bullshit just to justify the action. I think for a school shooter, I think you generally need to be physically, mentally ill for you to do that. So maybe would make you can apply that, but that you're a nurse, so you have a degree, and I read that she has a BMW. She lives with her parents. She has a boyfriend, and she never had any prior problems. Just the fact that this happened out of nowhere, I don't think it's anything to do with mental. I think the attention she wanted, which I don't know what she wanted exactly, but whatever she wanted, she got, and it backfired because now she's getting backlash, but by her own people as well, rightfully so. So yeah, I find it quite interesting, to be honest. It's as I said, like, what's the point of that? What you just wasted people's time, effort for what? Like, it just doesn't, for me, it doesn't make sense. When, as I said, like 100,000 women, literally. Like it says here, 2022 it was 98,000 black women. So even if they put that effort in one person out of 98,000, yeah, that could have helped someone. Instead of you were the front of the papers, even social media. I saw it even before she was like people found out she was lying. Way before I found it on social media and stuff like that. So people like. Your story got pushed a lot. So the fact that it got pushed, that could have been someone else's story that got pushed that actually was missing and shit like that. So I don't get it. What is it they wanted? Fame, clout? And the thing is, I might take it back. I actually think you are mentally ill at this point if that's what you want, clout and because clout is the drug, bro. What the fuck do you want? Like, oh, I'm missing. I don't. Yeah, I find it very. I said the apology was my client. I think that was a lawyer's apology, obviously on her behalf. My client apologized for her actions. The community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and the agencies, as well as to her friends and family. Anthony Roy, we ask for your praise for Carlee as she addresses her issues. Added that based on the fact that as last week the department knew it was a hoax and said possible charges would be discussed in the local dispute. So yeah, I think they are filing some type of charges, maybe like I don't know, fines or. But if she is a nurse, and I do believe she needs to get fired or stripped from her nursing degree because you don't deserve it. Being very honest with you right here. Yeah, and then the other thing that I forgot to mention, she said there was a kid on the side of the road on the phone call or some shit, and then now she admits there was no kid and there was no kidnapping. So everything she said was just made up. I do pray that she gets completely stripped out of her nursing degree and gets a fine at least, and maybe not charged. I feel like it's a bit too far if she gets charged, but a fine and a reality check because vanished for 49 hours apparently. I don't know where she hid. Clout, anything for clout. Stupid motherfuckers.